So I've just won my first game of Civilization. Um, I was playing as my guy Pedro II with the Brazilian Empire. As you can see, everyone hates me. Um, cool. What's cool about his civilization is you get a lot of benefits um, from building around. What was it? It says it somewhere. Yes. Rainforest. Rainforest tiles provide +1 adjacency bonuses for campuses, commercial hubs, holy sites, theaters, square districts, and grant +1 appeal to adjacency tiles instead of the usual -1. That is what I really leaned on. I ended up. This was kind of interesting. I ended up not necessarily going for a religion. I didn't earn a religion in time. All the profits were gone by the time I got there. It ended up being a good thing for me, because as you can see, if we look at my works of art, I have 23 great works, 39 display spaces. I'm getting a lot out of my culture is what I ended up going for. My pantheon that I did choose gives me amenities for any holy districts who are close to a river. I did take advantage of that early on because, let me go back here. My capital is Rio. And there were, there's a river there. Brazilla was second. There was a river there as well. Yeah. So there were a few different rivers I saw that I wanted to take advantage of that. It didn't necessarily work out for me, to be honest. That situation kind of didn't pan out. It was like a storyline that kind of got cut off, kind of like some like Game of Thrones type stuff. Anyway, so what ended up winning it for me is the culture. I'm at 320 culture. The closest to me is Cleopatra, who's at 228. Science, I actually did really well. I was very close to launching a Mars habitation. And then, of course, here's my score. Yeah, very cool. I even took Cleopatra's capital, as you can see here. Yes. Here it is. Rocket Cadet was the capital. I took that. The way that happened, I actually used a lot of spies. Spies were my favorite. This was the best way for me to win. I just kept earning culture, putting in a lot of effort into doing a lot of culture, but also a lot of faith. Through the faith, I got great people. As you can see, all the great people are gone. Myself, I got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of the great people. That's all me right there. Pedro, yeah, we got all the great people, I feel like. And I used that. I used a lot of my faith, because here's something else that's interesting. On the continent that I started off on, I shared it with Gandhi. Now, currently, Gandhi hates me, but for the most part, Gandhi and I, look at Gandhi's face. For the most part, Gandhi and I were close. We were buddies. I did not challenge him when it came to the religion, obviously, like I said earlier. So because of that, he was free to kind of spread all his religion everywhere. But I used that religious federal, religious power to fuel my great people. I was buying a lot of great people using religion. And then, of course, I got a lot of culture, too. So it was kind of like a two-edged sword there. Something else I think was interesting is I got a lot of from the great people, I aimed to get a lot of religious themed people, so we can get a lot of religious works. A lot of my works are religious based. Well, not a bunch, I guess mostly culture. But yeah, plenty that was religious based though. And throughout the game, Gandhi kept trying to get me to give him up. He kept trying to get me to trade for him, and I refused. And I think that limited his growth. And so because of that, he ended up not being able to keep up. Yeah, so that limited his growth. Now, something else that happened was down the road, Poland, or Jadigua, this is the leader for Poland. At a certain point, I got information that she wanted to try to start a war with me. Even though we were in good places, we were in good standing, but she wanted to start the war because I was a threat. I also I was moving too close to her area. I was settling real close to her, and she didn't like it. So what I ended up doing was I actually sent her a request, an offer to attack Egypt together. It worked out really well for us, and that's how I ended up taking their capital. What I ended up doing is they actually, Sais is the city here. Egypt had put that city there. We took that city first, then we used it as a base to kind of launch over to the next continent. Took this next city from them, took this one as well, was working on Hong Kong possibly, and Thebes, because Hong Kong was a city-state that was going back and forth and stressing me out. Currently, I still own these two, but Candy and Hong Kong, I fought with Cleopatra for a lot to try and keep them, because I didn't want them getting involved in the wars. In the end, they didn't matter as much, but I definitely kept Toronto and Auckland, because first off, Toronto can cause them some drama on this side, you know. I don't know that they did though. At least that's what I was hoping for, but I don't know if it worked out like that. And then Auckland, it's here, way too close to my main cities to allow them to switch sides. So I made sure to keep enough envoys out there that they would not switch on me. And of course, they help protect me as well. So yes, just a quick rundown of how the game went. I'm really enjoying the game, and I think I'm getting better. So this was my first official win. And if you look at the top right corner up there, turn 496 out of 500 is where I won at. I was starting to be worried. I thought that I would win with a score at 500, but luckily we got the notification at 496 that culturally we had passed the number we needed to win. So yeah, there it goes. Thanks for checking out the video. Oh, here's one thing that happened that was funny. Mid-war, this guy was up in this corner fighting a ship. It's a destroyer here. It was a very expensive ship. It was an armada. I spent a lot to make it 3-star. He has 3 badges, 3 promotions, right? And mid-war, he was fighting someone here, and then I ended up being able to end the war on good terms, and then he ended up getting stuck. But I didn't want to destroy him, so I left him here in case things would turn, and that way I can sneak him back into the fight. But anyway, it goes, he can't get out, he's stuck there. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for checking out the video. Much love to you guys. I might post a little bit more of this stuff, but I really enjoy Civilization. A lot of games I enjoy. I'll play a bunch of different things. I'll post as I can. Happy New Year. Blessings to you all. Thanks for coming by.